What is good, YouTube? I am back with another video. This video is going to be very, very different from the rest. Probably the best video I've ever made, in my opinion. And you may not agree, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? We all are different. We all have our own opinions and our all, expectations and perspectives about life and things like that. So bear with me. Let me set up this camera real quick. My tripod is about to break. It's on this second leg. It got 3 legs, so it's almost on 2 legs. Hold on. Yeah, this video is about to be crazy. I'm about to sit right here and make this video, to be honest. um so yeah, this video is about to be very different. I want to let y'all know that before I make this video, it took me a while to make this video. um and it's about a dream that I had. And I had this dream approximately 3 weeks ago, about to be 4 if it's Friday. um and the reason why it took me so long, I can't really explain it. I feel like it's a time and a place literally for everything. And if you like believe in God, if you trust in God, you trust the process of whatever you are about to leak or whatever you're about to share, whatever you're about to do, your big next move, anything. You know what I'm saying? So, this video is gonna be a lot. You know, only a few people are gonna understand this video and only going to believe this video. I don't expect everybody to understand and everybody to believe me. You know, you could call me psycho, you could call me delusional, you could call me crazy, you could call me whatever you want to call me, but your opinions really don't matter to me at all. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest about that. Let me stand up though, because this is gonna be crazy. But before I get into it, I just want to take a moment of silence though, because I really just need to clear my mind. And I could have did it off camera, but I want to do it on camera so you guys can see the process today. It took me about like 4 tries to make this video, because I tried to make this video and it cut off. Or the music was too loud in the background. And when I say cut off, I mean like the storage got full. I don't understand that, because I bought storage, but it ended up still cutting off. So I was like, you know what? Something's trying not to get me to make this video, but it's okay. But yeah, thank you for clicking on this video. I hope that you watch this fully through, and I hope that you understand me when I do speak upon this subject and this topic, and know that this topic is more important than anything that I ever touch based on. You know what I mean? It all resonates, right? It's just all like together. But if you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying. So basically, 3 weeks ago, I had a dream about the rapture, about Jesus coming back. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna just let it sink in to those of my viewers. And when I say I had a dream, okay, this was a vivid dream. It was a dream so vivid that I was able to know exactly how I felt and why I felt it in the dream and after the dream. And I remember it clear as day. And the way it started off, it started off like a to be continued story. You know how like you watch something and it's like to be continued, and you don't know what's gonna happen next. But the way this dream has ascended from from wherever it came from, not by me watching things, obviously, because if you read the Bible, it talks about like in the Revelation, and it talks about the rapture, and it talks about stuff like that. You know what I mean? I read my Bible, but I don't read my Bible frequently, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie about that and make it seem like I do. You get what I'm saying? Just still things that I'm struggling with. But as I get on with this video, you'll know what it is. So basically, this dream that I had. Sorry, this music is really throwing me off. It's like a lot of like reggaeton, dembal music. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Probably not, because this mic is really good. So you probably only hear me in my hot breath. But yeah, so basically, I had this dream, and prior to this dream, I was doing things that weren't quite right. I was at a bar, and I was getting drunk with a few friends and stuff like that. And obviously, it's okay to drink wine and stuff. As far as what I've was told, it's okay to drink wine here and there, But when you drink to get drunk, that is not okay, right? So I was at a bar, and this is not a dream, by the way. This is real life, and then I'm gonna lead up into the dream. I was at a bar with a few friends. I ended up having a few drinks, and I kind of felt like overly good. Like I wasn't drunk, but I was there. You know what I'm saying? It took me probably like one more drink to get drunk. Let's just say that. I wasn't tipsy. I was past that threshold, and this was approximately like 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, leading into four this week, right? Um, so I had a few drinks. I went back to my friend's house and I stayed the night. And while I was asleep, I ended up having a dream that Jesus came back. And mind you, in this dream, I'm about to start establishing what happened in this dream. Because I'll tell you what I'm about to say is a real thing. And I am going to put a picture when I get to that part on how I seen Jesus. And I was watching this video and I ended up seeing a replica of how I seen it in my dream, which is crazy. And I screenshotted it. So I'm going to throw that on there when the time comes to show y'all. But basically, in this dream, I get ready to go to bed. You know, when you drunk and you go to sleep and you lay down, your head spins. And mind you, I used to get high, obviously like off weed. I used to smoke weed and stuff like that. So when you smoke weed, it kind of hinders you from having dreams, right? And that's not okay because dreams mean something. They really, really do mean something. So I was just surprised that I had this dream while I was lit. Like I ended up going to sleep lit. You know what I'm saying? So I was surprised I had this dream, but God could move through anything, right? Jesus could come and move through anything. He could tear anything apart and build anything up, literally. You know, and without Jesus' permission, the devil can't come through. If you know, you know. But basically, in this dream, I'm about to just start it off. So bear with me when I get there. In this dream, this is how it started off. I started floating, and I was somewhere. I don't know where I was at, but all I know is I floated up, and then I seen Jesus in the sky, and I'm about to put that picture right now for y'all. I seen Jesus, okay, and when I was floating up, I looked, and he was there, and the way that picture you just seen, the way that he was, like you could just tell that he was just like it was an unexplainable feeling. Like he was there, he was righteous, he was bright, he was in all white, and he had this red thing around him, like you know what I mean. Like if you see the pictures, you'll know what I'm talking about. I ended up floating, ascending in the air, and I seen people started to gather for him, but it was very few. You know, like it's millions of people in this world, but I tell you, people was grabbing their fold up chairs. People was walking down these. Okay, so let me explain it real quick. I floated, right? Jesus was in the air, and he was just a massive glorifying energy, purified. It was just a beautiful thing. I seen it, but when I seen him, I was kind of scared and nervous. And I'll get to that part on why I was scared and nervous, right? I basically end up seeing him in the sky. But that being said, everything on the ground was like it was in nature, but it was just one spot where people was gathering at, if that makes sense. And people was bringing their fold up chairs, and down in this spot, it was like a kind of a stadium, kind of, but it wasn't, if that makes sense. So these steps going down to this grass part where people was laying out their photo chairs and sitting and gathering and waiting for Jesus, right? He was still in the sky. But as soon as I looked at him, I got scared and I was just like, wow. And then I looked down as I'm up in the air and I see people gathering for him. But like I said, it was very few. It wasn't a lot of people at all. I can't count on my fingers, but I guarantee it was probably about like 50 people to like 60 people that gathered. And I don't know what everybody else was doing, but people was gathering, right? So basically, after I seen him in the sky and I looked down at a certain point, I seen people gathering. And then all of a sudden, he ascends, boom. Like he just like shot out the sky, but he went somewhere else. Like what is it called? What is it called when you're in one spot and then you go to another really quick? It's like a I don't know the name of it, but it's like a dang, what's the name? But it's like you're here, and then all of a sudden you just like way over there. It is at the tip of my tongue, but I'm not gonna spend this video trying to get the word out. But basically, that's what Jesus did. Jesus was in the sky, and he literally shot from the sky, and he like down, and nobody knew where he was at, right? So then I ended up floating over there, and that, like I said, as I seen that, I was scared, right? I floated in the area. People was waiting for him, and I went to the area, and I was scared. Now this is a very short, vivid dream. This was when I tell you this dream was probably about like 45 seconds long, maybe to a minute. How short it was, and I didn't wake up after this dream. I could tell you on I was asleep, and some people may call it, weird. Some people may call it like a false dream, but I don't think this was nothing false. I think I had this dream for a reason. This was me having a dream that Jesus came back, that it was a rapture happening. And obviously, at the end times, it says that people will have dreams. People will prophesy on his name, like prophecy, like talk about him more and share their experience. Like it's just a lot of stuff when it comes to end times that people would do, signs of Jesus coming back. So basically, I floated over there to that area, but in my heart, I was ready. I was happy. It was a beautiful thing, but I was scared. And I felt like the reason why I was scared is because I knew I was still doing things that wasn't right by God. You know what I mean? But it's like I was ready. It's like I was a chosen one, but God was giving me that dream to say, like, hey, I'm ready for you, but are you ready for me? So let me get back to the dream. Jesus ascended, boom. He was nowhere to be found. People gathered up, but I floated over there, and he was never to be found after that. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was a dream, but it was also a sign. So I floated to the area, and that's really all I remember. And that the physical of actions in that dream that was happening, it happened so quick, but my feeling was internal. Like I felt it after the dream, during the dream. You know what I mean? So I really don't know how to explain it, but I felt, like I said, I was ready, but then I was scared, and I felt like I still had something to work on, And it's not that it wasn't anything bad. Like we all still, we all sin. You know what I mean? And I think it was kind of crazy how I had this dream while I was lit. You know what I mean? I don't think it's crazy. I think it was supposed to happen. But the main theme in my dream was seeing Jesus in the air, and just the way he shot down. It was like an angel. Transport. Boom. There we go. That was the word. He like transported. Boom. He was just like there, and he was just like boom. And then mind you, I was in the air, and I was watching everybody like get ready for him. You know what I mean? And I think it scares me because I'm not sure that if when Jesus comes back, I'm not sure if that people that he takes his people first in the air and then leaves the people for last. I'm not sure. Like I still have to read upon that and get answers. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was basically the dream, and I just felt like I should come on here and share it with y'all. And excuse me if it don't make sense. It's not really supposed to make sense to you. It is, but it's not, because I had the dream. You know what I mean? You could call me weird. You could call me delusional, crazy. I really don't care. Like I said, this is probably one of the most craziest, wonderfulest videos I've ever made on this channel, because I am a believer in Jesus, and I do believe in God, and I wouldn't sit here and steer y'all the wrong way. I promise you guys I would not. You know what I mean? And it's difference between hearing a word, receiving the word, getting the word, which is hearing and receiving, and just actually believing in it and actually feeling in it and inheriting that stuff in your soul and know that Jesus is real. You know what I mean? It's different levels to it. But when I tell y'all, like, I feel like I have a gift, and I'm not saying because of the dream, I really feel like I have a gift, and I don't know how to explain it. And I'm still on my journey. I'm still finding myself, and I think that's what we're all doing as the days go on, as the years go on, the months go on. We're not always truly gonna find our full potential self, because life is about inevitable change, and we have to learn how to adapt to things. And that's what I was just saying in my last video. But I want y'all to know that I had this dream, and it took me a minute to come here and share it with y'all, obviously. And it was just a lot for me. It was supposed to happen. And, I'm still kind of I'm still in my head about it too, but I still felt like I should still share it with y'all, like share the dream with y'all. You know what I mean? So that's really it. If you watch this video this far, and if you understand me, I really do appreciate you for watching this video this far. And if it's your first time here, go check out the other videos. If it's not your first time here, and if you are a subscriber, I do appreciate you. If it's your first time here, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe for more videos. Yeah, I just felt like I should let you guys know that, seriously, because it's a beautiful thing to even like have a dream like that and witness that. So like I can even get more right with God, and it's gonna take time. You understand what I'm saying? But also it's good for me to share this with y'all too. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people are online right now and talking about the rapture of Jesus, talk about the revelation and stuff like that. And my testimony is crazy, and I can't wait to share it with y'all one day. I'm just waiting for the time is right to I don't want to make the testimony video and then I'm just like everywhere with it, because I really want you guys to understand where I came from and how I've changed and the way I grew up, because I've changed a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I've always been a believer in God. I just didn't know who Jesus was. And then I found out who Jesus was. And I found out it was the most beautifulest thing ever in my life. To know that someone was once here and someone really wanted best and better for everyone, but really genuinely. And I know that I say I want the best and I love people genuinely, but sometimes I still do struggle with judging people. But it is a such thing called righteous judgment. You know what I mean? So it's okay to judge people, but it's the way you do it, if that makes sense. And it says it in the Bible too. I got a few scriptures about that, but it's still things that I do struggle with. And like I said, I'm not perfect, and I think that's what makes me um imperfectly perfect. You know what I mean? So, like I said, like I always say, I'm not God or Jesus, but I do have a higher calling in this world, and yeah, you do too. We all do. You just have to find it, and I really do appreciate you guys for hearing me this far. You know what I mean? I'm not crazy. I'm not. You know what I mean? But yeah, I had a dream about a revelation, and that's basically what this title is. Yeah. So I really do appreciate y'all for watching, and I hope that you guys can get it. And even if you don't get it, that's fine. You may not get it today, but one day you will get it. Okay. And like I said, thank you. I really appreciate it. And you guys have a blessed, abundant day.